Currently on Game Pass right now is Return to Grace. I'm Dream Maze. I'm going to give you a rundown of the game description itself in case you're interested in playing. Then I will give my own personal experience with the game. Follow that up with my final review in the 5 different categories for you. Return to Grace is a first-person narrative adventure set in a visually stunning 60s retro sci-fi world. You play as a space archaeologist, Adie, who has unearthed the ancient resting place of an AI god and a one-time caretaker of the solar system known as Grace. The only inhabitants of the site are future variations of the Grace AI, each with their own quirky personalities and unknown motives. Adie must choose which personalities to build relationships with as she seeks to uncover the secret of why Grace has shut down thousands of years ago. My own personal experience of the game was fun, but disconnected is probably how I would describe it there for you. It was a fun, enjoyable narrative experience where I really didn't have to think about anything. The game is about 3 hours long, and it drags you in and pulls you along right to the end, and you're kind of shocked when it actually stops there. It kind of feels a little bit of an abrupt stop. There is lots of puzzles in the game that will keep you entertained as you're going through. I am not playing through a second time to experience the different storyline arcs that are possible. I just didn't have a enjoyable enough experience to go ahead and play through it a second time there and try and get all the achievements. Do like the video, hit the subscribe button and notification bell for future videos. Okay, final review time. I have 5 different categories. They have never changed. Continuous challenge being number 1. Interesting story and good end as number 2. Flexibility and useful rewards, number 3. Fun and realism, number 4. And bugs, flaws, and defects is number 5. Each one of these categories is worth 2 points. And those are my categories as to my feelings as to why the game would be enjoyable or not enjoyable. And give a reasonable score out of 10 for you guys. Continuous challenge, category number 1. There was a continuous challenge, yes, but do you really want to call it a challenge? I mean, they give you the answers. Watch this clip.
Okay, the 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
So continuous challenge is only going to get 1.5 out of 2 because they give you the answers. I mean, where's the challenge in a game? Category number 2, interesting story and good end. You get a full 2 points in this category. It was an interesting story and good end for all of it. So full 2 points. Number 3, flexibility and useful rewards. Flexibility is, you're going to get a full point for that because there is replayability of different story arcs. Useful rewards, though, you're not going to really get anything because there was no useful rewards. The only useful reward was one, and that was of continuing to play the game, which you'd kind of expect and want the player to do. Flexibility and useful rewards is only going to get 1 out of 2. Fun and realism, you're going to get 1 point for fun, and you're going to get 0 for realism because your overlooking realism in the game was strong. Even with one of your clips early on, you broke the immersion completely for it, just with 1 line of dialogue. Here's that clip.
Jeez, that's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
I mean, if it's 1/6 gravity, wouldn't you float around or, bound around a little bit more? Your fall would be slower. The physics mechanics of the game don't match what they're actually saying and what they're explaining the game as you to be. So very much disconnected. Very much disconnected there. So fun and realism is only going to get 1 out of 2. You got 1 point for fun and 0 for realism. Category number 5. You're going to get full 2 points in this category because bugs, flaws, and defects. There was only a movement glitch. I can't even really call it a bug or a flaw or a defect. It's just a movement glitch with the engine that you're running on there. So 2 full points in bugs, flaws, and defects for you. So altogether, that's a score of 7.5 out of 10. I expected a lot more from this game, even though I don't know why. But there was a lot of immersion breaking mechanics and even dialogue in this game that just threw me over the edge as far as being able to give it a good score. I think Halo got the same kind of score at 7.5. So there you go, 7.5 out of 10. I do want to thank you for joining me. Until next time, peace.